Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Gwentacular, where our aim is to collect every single unique card in the game, and subsequently get the achievement, which I do not have, which I would like to have, if only to just increase my EP in a little bit. Like, who cares about the achievement? But hey, it's just something, something to work towards, whilst replaying this amazing game. God damn, yeah, that is Kahir. Good. I was wondering if that card was Kahir or not in a previous episode. But yeah, okay, so for the first match we're facing off against a Square-tailed player, and may have noticed mentioned this before, but what's interesting about the Square-tail is the fact that they can they have those low-leveled muster card units that they can kind of muster a lot of points onto the field, and pretty quickly, not maybe overwhelm you, but definitely keep even pace with you. But what's really cool about them is the fact that they have a lot of cards that are, I guess that ability is called Agile. So Agile cards, which basically means that they can choose what bracket they want to put their cards in. This is very interesting. Putting down that spy card was. Am I gonna pass this one and just let him have the win? Looks like it, yeah. Oh, that's a lot of spy cards that that the enemy will probably resurrect and put in my on my board the next round, which I don't mind exactly. Why not? More points for me. But yeah. But yeah, so like I was saying, they have those agile cards that they can kind of decide to put in either the melee bracket or in the ranged bracket. And they can kind of juke you out sometimes. It's fairly effective way of kind of just messing with you and forcing you to do something that you may not want to do. Like, for example, maybe you want to put down a Biting Frost card to negate their strong advances in the melee bracket, but then they'll just start reinforcing the ranged bracket instead. That agility ability gives them a lot of diversity and a lot of opportunity in kind of, performing some pretty slick moves in order to pull off a win. And not that we see anything like that ever really being pulled off in the game. I guess the AI just isn't equipped to handle such mad cool plays. But hey, it could happen, theoretically. And yeah, they also have Isengrim, who can fortify everybody in the melee bracket and give them 1+ point. But then they also have Milva, who isn't a hero card necessarily, or isn't a hero card period, but nonetheless, the Milva card still has the Fortify ability as well. So even in that sense, you can kind of, choose your own play, from that perspective, whether or not you want to reinforce the melee bracket or the ranged bracket. It's cool. Everything works, really. If you can think of a cool strategy to pull off, it probably would work. There is, however, one big problem with the Square-tail faction. One is their lack of any kind of spy cards. The only one they have is the Mysterious Elf card, which is a neutral hero card, so any faction can use it. But that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is they don't have that many high-leveled, high-level cards to begin with, just in general. But also, they don't have any. I don't think any cards really, except for one. I know they have one card that is specifically a siege card. So their siege bracket kind of, falters a little bit. And this is just a gross display of power right here. We're just throwing down everything we've got because this is the last round, and oh boy, this is kind of scary. Oh, and Milva enters the fray. But, she doesn't do anything, and we pull off a win. But man, that was... Whew! Whew! Whenever you pass and the enemy hasn't passed, there's always that little bit of, you know, a little bit of tension in the air.
Wouldn't mind if you...
Who's gonna pull off a win? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose? I don't know. And here they are, monsters. The monsters faction, the bane of my existence. Ah, give me some love. Give me some of that hugging, man. Give me some of that. Give me some of that good shit. Show me what you got. Oh my god, this. Whew. Alright, so the monsters ability, the monsters faction is now, unlike the Scoia'tael faction, who also has a bunch of cards that can muster a bunch of cards onto their board and kind of reinforce and, you know, create a solid board relatively easy and fast, but it always feels like it's balanced in the sense that they won't ever like just overwhelm you, you know, at least that easily, whilst the monsters faction, holy shit, the monsters faction does not fuck around. If the monsters faction opponent is using their, you know, Eredin summon a commander sworn to the melee bracket leader card, then you're in trouble. But if he manages to get another commander sworn in his deck, then you are in a lot of trouble. You are in super much trouble. You're in so much trouble, I don't even know how to put it. You're fucked. Luckily for me, despite the fact that I don't have a commander sworn on my own, well, I do have Dandelion, but more importantly, I don't have any Biting Frost card. Now, Biting Frost card against when you're fighting against the monsters faction is pretty much just required, period. If you don't have it, you're at a serious disadvantage, but somehow I managed to pull off a win here, even though I didn't have one. I guess just clever play and patience, and a lot of luck secured a win for me, which is nice. You know, I also have that Brilliant Arithmetic card and a couple of decoy cards, so I can easily just get rid of their cards, like I'm doing now, just for fun. But yeah, usually I fear monsters like you wouldn't believe. Oh my god, I just remembered that was not the last round. Thank god I saved that that Aetolian Auxiliary Archer. Oop. Well, I guess that's that for this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next Gwentacular. Bye.